Hey guys, today's video is going to be a product review video. It's going to be on this all new West Bend Stir Crazy popcorn maker. And so here's the older one right here. Kind of just compare the two. You can probably see this one is just a tad bigger than this one. And so the main reason why I got this one was because this one right here, it had actually stopped working. It finally got to the point it was no longer heating anymore, so I assume the burner on this unit has gone out, but the little rotating arm still works. So I've had this one for about 7 or 8 years. It lasted for quite a long time. And it's been obviously in good shape. Yeah, I just had this really good size deep scratch right here. It was from one time, just by putting this little arm back in, it was kind of like wasn't quite in right. It was just really rubbing on this, creating a deep scratch. And it was also getting to the point that the bowl itself was starting to have some cracks in it. You can tell there's a crack right here. There's tiny little cracks here. A bit more right here. So it was time for an upgrade. So let's take a look at this one. And the surface here feels much rougher though on this one, whereas this one it's much smoother. And I'll hold on a second. Take these arms off. And I'll do it on this one. And I like that this one, it's on nice and tight. It comes off just like that. And there's one big improvement here on this one. Look at there, the threads are metal, whereas on this one it's just all plastic, as well as like even here the inside threads here are plastic. They're just all plastic. And I almost thought that on this new one that the inside threads on this knob here was plastic, but I took a much closer look and, well, you're not going to really tell, but they're actually metal. So it's all metal. So they've done some big improvements on here. And I'll move these back and we'll kind of compare the bowls here. So here on the bowl on the older one just has this little cap here, and it only has these little air holes right here just to let out any moisture, and also if you want to add butter, whereas the butter will melt from the heat. Then now we go on to the new model. It's just this whole entire lid comes off much easier, and as you can see on the bowl, there is much more air holes, and the ones here on the ends are much bigger. This would help allow a lot of all the condensation, all the moisture to escape even more, which thus, preventing from having soggy popcorn. So yeah, so I would do a comparison on how well these things would work, but unfortunately this one obviously doesn't. And also on this one there was a separate cord. You just plug it onto the unit, and then when you would plug it into the wall, it'll just turn on. This one here, it actually has a power switch right there, and the cord is actually built in on this one. It's actually tucked in from underneath a bit. Just a minute. As you can see, yep, the cord is just reeled in from underneath, which is actually quite nice. And so I guess that without further ado, I'll get this put back all together, and we'll take this into the kitchen and we'll pop some popcorn. Alright, so I have it in the kitchen. Already got it plugged in. So here's all the stuff that we need. So here in the booklet, it has here of how much, usually on how much batches of popcorn you want to make, depending on the amount. So this bowl holds about 6 quarts is the maximum. It says here for if you want to do just 2 quarts, you would need just 1 tablespoon of oil and a 1/4 cup of popcorn kernels. And then for 4 quarts, it's 2 tablespoons of oil, 1/2 cup of popcorn. So we're going to make a full batch here. We're going to do 6 quarts. So we would need 3 tablespoons of oil and 3/4 of a cup of popcorn. And that usually gives the amount if you do decide to use butter. So in this case, we're not going to use butter. And this is what we're going to be using. So I'm going to make movie theater popcorn. So I'm going to be using coconut oil with beta carotene. The reason why of the beta carotene is because of the color of the coconut oil. And I'm going to use some Flavicol. For these 2 products, you can get these on Amazon. I'll put a link to them in the description. So in this little container right here, all that's in it is Flavicol. I can't open this with one hand. Oh, maybe I can. Yeah, that's just what it is. It's just basically this stuff. I just add it into this for convenience. And we'll get started here. Alright, so we're going to do 3 tablespoons of the coconut oil. As you see, it's now a liquid because I actually heated it up in the microwave, because when this stuff gets cool, it tends to solidify. So I'll go ahead and add all this. I can't really do all this while holding the camera. Alright, so we got 3 tablespoons of oil. As I mentioned, I'm using coconut oil with beta carotene. So now let's add our popcorn. So this is 3/4 of a cup. And as you notice, I'm using purple popcorn. That's what this is right here. Whole grain purple popcorn. And it looks like I'm getting a little low on popcorn. I might have to get some more real soon. And then now I'll sprinkle some Flavacol. And finally, some Flavacol. This will kind of give the popcorn that movie theater taste to it. I like to spread it around all over, just for an even coating. It's not really necessary with this. And I think we're pretty much ready to go. Alright, let's get the cap on. Or the cover, which is basically our bowl. And let's take this lid off. And turn it on. And then now we just wait. Okay, it's starting to get hot here. They're starting to sizzle. Bowl's getting a little foggy. So we should be popping here momentarily. And just like my older popcorn machine, the arm will rotate in any direction. It's either clockwise or counterclockwise. And we're starting to pop. I do find that the purple popcorn, for some reason, it doesn't quite pop as vigorous though. Actually, one of the kernels just popped out. Probably because of these holes in them too. There's another one that came out too. Alright, we got a full bowl of popcorn here. Alright, so let me put y'all down for a second. I'll turn this off and put the red cap on and flip her over. Kind of need to find that right opening here. Here we go. I like to shake it up a little bit. Kind of just move that back out of the way a little bit, and voila. And so there is the finished product. So once again, that's my brand new West Bend Stir Crazy popcorn machine, the much more updated one. And as for the older one, which unfortunately it doesn't work anymore, well, y'all can't really see it, but it's going in the trash. So if y'all can find these at Target, so that's where I got this at, or you can get them online. And so let's have a taste of this popcorn. Definitely looks like movie theater popcorn. And it certainly tastes like it too. Alright, so I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and so thanks for watching.